YouTube, what up? It's your boy Atreus. All right, what you're about to see is a clip from my daily show in the afternoon where we discuss the entertainment industry, movies, TV shows, video games, and all of the woke disasters surrounding it. All right, if you want to be a part of the show, interact with me or my audience, then you're going to want to catch us live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And if you are a gamer and you just want to chat with me in general, then catch us at 6:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, YouTube, Twitch, where we play some of the most recent video games or whatever game my audience wants me to play at that time. I look forward to seeing you there. Now enjoy the video.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine?
Jump into our first topic of today, which is Warner Brothers nears deal for a Harry Potter online TV series. Uh-oh. From what I can tell, they're doing something with HBO. Warner Brothers Discovery Incorporated is close to a deal for a new online TV series based on Harry Potter, the best-selling young adult books, according to two people with knowledge of the matter. Each season of the series will be based on one of J.K. Rowling's 7 books, said the people who asked not to be identified since the deal hasn't been announced, suggesting years of fresh fare from the popular series. The company is hoping the series can be one cornerstone of a new streaming strategy that will be announced next week by HBO's parent, Warner Brothers. That company's chief executive officer, David Zaslav, and HBO chief Casey Bloys have worked to convince Rowling to produce a new series, but the deal hasn't been completed yet. The series would allow the writers to delve further into the world of Rowling's books, many of which are longer than 500 pages. Warner Brothers previously turned each of the 7 books into a hit movie, culminating in a two-part film based on the final installment. Interesting. Okay. So initially, when I first seen this, right, I was like, "Uh-oh, my bad. Sorry, y'all." When I first seen this, I was like, "Why?" And part of that, I might be biased in that because I literally, y'all, when I tell y'all, I literally just finished watching all of the Harry Potter movies. I literally, like, it had to be on Friday. I finished, and after watching the last one, which was the Deathly Hallows Part 2, I was just sitting there thinking, wow, this series was so good. I can't believe I missed out on that all that time. I'm glad I watched it. It was really good. And so when I saw that they were going to do this, I'm like, why would you do this? It just ended in 2011. That's just a little over 10 years ago. That's not enough time for a reboot, but they're going to do it. And I shouldn't be surprised because David Zaslav told us this is what they was going to do. They was going to invest back into their franchises. Where here we are. In my opinion, they should do a Hogwarts Legacy show or a movie. Invest into new characters. They don't need the big budget unless they earn it. But invest in new characters. And I feel like doing a Hogwarts Legacy instead gives you more autonomy to focus on different things that might even cost you less. New characters. You don't have to do a Voldemort or Death Eaters or any. Nope. I would, but they can really do both, right? They could really do both. Just imagine that you got a Harry Potter show running, and you got a Hogwarts Legacy. So you got a show running that's all about the Harry Potter series, but then you got maybe a movie or a show running that's all about Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is going to get a sequel. I don't know what y'all thought, but that thing made too much money, and there's more money to be made when the Xbox One and PS4 versions come out. Oh, and the Switch version. Although I would not advise anybody to get the Switch version, but people gonna do it anyway. But when I think about this now, right? You're talking about a series, right? How many episodes? How many episodes? How long are the HBO episodes are normally an hour long. So if we're talking about 8, 9, 10 episodes, The first movie is only 2.5 hours long. Think of how much detail and much more character development you could get in one season about the Philosopher's Stone instead of instead of just a 2.5 hour movie. There was some lost story arcs in the series. There was some things that didn't quite make much sense. I'll give you a prime example in the Harry Potter series to me. They didn't get a chance to address the relationship between Harry and the Asian girl. I forgot her name. I think it was like Zoe or I don't know, Yao or some shit like that. He had a crush on her. She had a crush on him. And when the ministry lady came and took over the school, Hogwarts, right? She forced the Asian girl to snitch on the other students who were secretly holding classes in the room of requirement without her knowledge. And remember, she used that potion that was forbidden to be used against students to make her snitch. And the entire time, Harry had been ignoring her because he thought that she snitched willingly on the other kids. They never did address, like, did Harry go back and apologize to her? Did he go back and make amends? Did he at least go back and get the cheeks? We don't know. We have no idea. But in the next in the movies prior, the Asian girl was still in the movies. As a matter of fact, I would say in the first in Deathly Hallows Part 2, when he came back to the room of requirement at Hogwarts Legacy after being a fugitive for so long, she was there. And they kind of didn't even like interact anymore. It was kind of weird. It was like y'all went from being like having this super crush on each other to completely ignoring each other. It's kind of weird. And then like all of a sudden, like Harry had a crush on Ginny. I'm like, why did they decide to do that? That was weird because there was like no tension built up between Harry Potter and Ginny, which is Ron Weasley's sister. There was no tension built up between them, and then all of a sudden, I want to say maybe the movie right before the Deathly Hallows, it was like he was in love with Ginny and he was secretly angry about it. I'm like, yeah, but we'll ignore that because everything else was so good. So this would give them a huge opportunity to dive into more detail on Harry Potter. So I want to be excited. I just need to see writers, directors, and who you gonna bring in for this. Now, before I get too skeptical, they say that J.K. Rowling is going to be involved to make sure it stays faithful to the books. Whew. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sleeping. All right. Reed says I have to watch it every year. Wife and kids watch every marathon. Okay, okay. My old lady has said she wished instead of them ending the books like they did, she said they should have went back to young Harry under the stairs and whole story was his imagination. I can see that. I can see that. There's more story. I mean, I think Warner Brothers and the developers who made Hogwarts Legacy prove to you that there's absolutely positively more story to be told in the realm of Hogwarts. There's absolutely more story to be told. Um, Goblins, centaurs, all type of beasts and monsters and stuff like that. It's just an amazing world, and I quite frankly don't realize. I don't know why I like just tuned out of Harry Potter so years ago. I mean, so many years ago. I don't get it because the movies were absolutely amazing. So, anyway, we are going to move on. Okay. Reed says it's the same thing with Star Wars. Yes, it is, but except Harry Potter isn't owned by Disney. So that's truly unfortunate for Star Wars. Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey.
that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Yeah. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby. If these walls talk.